Okay, hi everyone, it's me, Baby Celine, also known as Lawful Moon on TikTok, and today I just wanted to do like a little vlog style video. I don't have a lot to do today, but I'm going to be really busy tomorrow with like driving school, and the day after that I start my new job. So today I want to do a lot of the tasks that I've been meaning to do around the house, but I've been procrastinating. So the two main things that I'm going to do today is I'm going to edit a YouTube video that I filmed yesterday to post on my channel, and I'm also going to do a closet clean out. I really have been needing to get rid of pieces, but I've just been putting it off because it's kind of overwhelming. I have a lot of things that I just do not wear anymore that I want to either donate or sell. So we're going to go through that today. But first we are going to do my makeup and hair. I left my hair on rollers for too long, so my bangs are like super tight, so I'm going to have to pass over them with the flat iron. But first I'm going to do my makeup. I'm not going to film the whole process because I don't have a lot of space to film videos on here, but I'm going to kind of start it and then cut back to when I get to certain points. I already have my face washed and everything. I guess this is going to be like a tutorial too. I already have my face washed and stuff. I'm just going to put my hair into a ponytail in the back. And I'm going to powder my face. I'm going to be using some new products that I've purchased. Yesterday I went to Walgreens and I spent too much money. I went there just to buy concealer and I came back with over $100 worth of makeup. And a lot of lip gloss. I'm so responsible. Anyway, I always spend a lot of money at the end of the year. I have a problem. But I bought this black Radiance True Complexion Powder. I usually use the Coty Airspun one to powder my face before I put foundation on, but that one is really makes me look like a ghost. It's gotten everywhere because I opened it and it comes out really easily. And I also made a mess with it on live last night. Oh my god. I'm just gonna put it on with the sponge that came with it. I just finished powdering my face. I like the way it looks. It's really smooth. It doesn't make me look ghostly white, which is nice. I just look like a powdered version of myself. That kind of took a lot of the shine away from my moisturizer that I use. The Eucerin Sunscreen Moisturizer. Next, I'm going to go on foundation. Usually I use my L'Oreal Tinted Serum. This is like my favorite base. This is my second bottle of it. I've gotten two different shades. I've used to get the, was it 5.5 to 6? It was either 4 to 5 or it was the 5 to 6, but when I repurchased it, I got the 4.5 to 5.5. They look exactly the same to me. It looks really, really pale in the bottle, but it's one of those foundations that like sits on your skin. It gets a bit warmer. But I repurchased the L'Oreal True Match. This is like the third or fourth bottle of this I've gone through. I've gone through like 2 or 3 of them. Every time I buy it, I get a different shade. Well, the first 2 times I bought shade 6, but I was looking at shade 4.5, and I was like, this looks really similar to my skin tone. Also, funny thing about the True Match, when you get to those middle shades in the W, in the warm, 4.5 is darker than 5, and 5.5 and 4.5 look exactly the same. And I feel like this is so much warmer than 4. Maybe they misbottled this. I don't know. Because this does not look like maybe 4.4. Because I got either the shade 4 or 3 from my mom in the True Match. And that matches her like perfectly. So how is this so much darker? I don't know. I still really like this foundation, but the shades are like, wait. You really need to go in person and pick your shade. And look at swatches and like videos of people that look like similar skin tone to you. Like if you think you're shade 6, look up, you know, L'Oreal True Match W6 and try to see if people are similar skin tone and use that shade. But you can probably use a few different shades because, especially for my complexion, because like what? How am I shade 6 and also shade 4.5? How do those both work for me? Anyway, this is warmer than the other one I usually use. And I'm going to use a brush. I've had this brush for years. This is a It Cosmetics. I know it's an airbrush brush. I don't really know what number it is because it's faded away. And I'm just going to kind of do these little tapping motions and blend that in. And when I'm done, I'll show y'all like powder and concealer. So I've got the foundation blended out. I will say if you put the powder underneath the foundation, depending on which one you use, sometimes it will take a little longer to make it like settle into the skin because it wants to sit on top of the powder. I'm gonna go with concealer. I don't know which one I want to use first. I bought 2 new concealers to try. This one I've used before and I really liked it, though I feel like I went through it really quick. I don't know if that's because it dried out or because I was just generally using it a lot, but I think I'm gonna try the True Match Crayon concealer. If you can't tell, I really like L'Oreal base products. I'm just gonna do a little thing there, like a swoop. I know I'm looking in my vanity mirror when I cannot see that far away from me. It looks like a decent color match. I also really like shade 4.5. It makes me look very warm and golden. But I might still go and get 5 because for when I want to look paler, I guess. Because not necessarily paler, but I'm not that warm toned. But sometimes I like to wear a warmer tone foundation when it's like overcast like this. Like I'm warm tone, but my warm tones are pretty subtle. That foundation is like very goldeny, which I sometimes I like to wear a really golden foundation. I would say the tinted serum is a bit more like my actual skin tone. But I'm probably not going to get shade 5 in the True Match. I'll probably just buy the serum again. But, updates about my life. I finally found a new job. I left my old job in like the middle of October. Maybe because the Burgandy was mistreating me. I was doing so many other people's jobs. I feel like people were always calling out, and I was always closing by myself. Like, and we couldn't just like close like super early when no closers were around. Like I would just get to close like an hour early, but it would still be like hella busy. And like when we moved locations in the store, because I worked in the Starbucks and Target, we were like in the center of the store, so it was so much more busy. And literally every day that I worked opening week, I was closing by myself, and it was like, I think I worked Thursday to Sunday, and it was fucking hell. Like, it was busy every day. People wouldn't stop coming. I barely had time to do anything. Luckily, I was getting out like 8:30, 9 o'clock. So I wasn't getting out super late. The first day, I think I got out kind of late. But the other days, I was just like, you know what, fuck this, and fuck this job. I'm gonna do the bare minimum and leave. And if anybody tells me something, then I'm quitting on the spot. I wanted somebody to tell me something stupid because I was just ready to quit. Like, I did give my notice. Like, literally one day I was like, no. And literally the day for my birthday, I gave my notice. And on my birthday, I got really bad cramps and I was at work, so I left early. And on my last day, I took like an hour lunch. I really did not care after the end of that, at the end of that job. If you watched any of my lives, you would know that I would always say like the crazy things that happened at that job. But I put the concealer on, and it looks pretty nice to me. I like potted concealers and like ones that are like sticks like that, because you can like really see how much product you're using, and it's easy to use with all the products. But the next, I'm going to do my face powder. I'm going to use my pressed True Match powder, and this is in the shade W5. I used to use W6, but I feel like it was a smidge too dark. I wonder if they have a 4.5 powder. Because this one is not as warm as the foundation. It's a little cooler. Or slightly neutral tone. It's not as golden. But you can't really tell once you put the powder on. This is literally the only pressed powder I've actually gone through before. The True Match one. I used the hell out of that pressed powder. I have the Charlotte Tilbury one. I don't like it at all. It's, first off, they don't have a good enough shade range, because the shade I got was like medium and it's too dark. Like, and tan was like way too dark and light is too light. And I'm just like, I like Charlotte's eyeshadows. I never buy them full price. I always buy them off of eBay for like 30 bucks. But her shade range, at least when I bought my powder, is not good enough. Like, the True Match powder literally has a shade of powder for each foundation shade they have. Also, the concealer range is not that good with the True Match. It's kind of lacking, and they definitely like to group 3 shades together. And I'm just like, why didn't you do the same thing for the concealers that you did with the foundations. Like the shade that corresponds with the foundation shade can be an exact match, like if you want to do spot conceal, and then if you get like a shade up or two but in the same undertone category, it'll be like a brighter concealer you can use under your eyes. I don't know. I don't usually like to use super bright concealers in my eyes. I like when they're just like half a shade lighter. But got my powder on. Now I'm going to do my eyebrows. I use brow powder to do my eyebrows. I like how this is just becoming a makeup tutorial. I'm gonna do my brows off camera because I don't want to use too much of my storage because I have to film a whole other stuff that I'm going to do today. But I'm going to use this brow powder. This is just a random brow powder and a Sona Kasia pencil. What I do is I brush my eyebrow hairs down, and then I'm just going to demonstrate on one brow, and then I'll come back when I'm finished doing everything. And on the side of the brow, like kind of on the tail, I'm going to draw a line with the powder and put the excess kind of all throughout that little section, because that's where I want the brow to be the darkest. I'm going to take a little more of the powder and go kind of underneath where my hair almost ends, and then just like sketch out the outline of my natural brow. Then I'm going to get just a little bit more. I'm not going to put a lot of product on the brush. And then I'm going to go underneath this little part of my brow and define that, and then go up. I pretty much am just copying the natural shape and like making it more defined, slightly exaggerated. And then I'm just going to like brush all of that out. I'm going to brush downwards to brush the product in, and then I'm going to go upwards for here, and then I'm going to clean it up with a Q-tip and put some brow gel. But I'll be back when I'm done. It takes me so long to get dressed today. I did my brows and everything off camera. Now it's time to start with eyeshadow. I also put primer on. I used the Milani eyeshadow primer. I'm not really sure what eyeshadow to use. I put my outfit on to help me visualize better. I want to use pink, but I don't really have any pink eyeshadows. So I have like some hot pinks in here I could probably work with. And then I have some purpley pinks that are in this palette, which are really pretty. I'm kind of leaning towards the purpley pinks and like mixing them with these pinks. So we're just gonna wing it, and what happens happens. That'll just be the look for today. The look has been decided. I'm not gonna do the whole makeup with you guys, but I'm gonna show you a little bit of what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this matte hot pink shade in the Charolette Tilbury Pillow Talk palette, and I'm just going to go on the very edge of my eye, following kind of my eye line, and make a little angle. And then I'm just going to connect that to my lid. I'm only going to, not even, kind of 1/3 of the eye, basically. I split the eye up in thirds, and that's how I do the 3 different colors for these eyeliner looks. That's how it's gonna look when you're done. Should look kind of like an eyeliner wing. Next color I'm gonna do. This is so difficult. I think I really want to use this purple, but it doesn't really match. That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go in with this lighter hot pink shade. I'll be honest, both of the hot pink shades look exactly the same. It's just one is slightly more black toned than the other one. I'm gonna use these. I think I'm gonna use, I'm just gonna mix them together, because I can't decide which one I want to use. And then I'm just going to go on like the center of the lid, connect it to that other line, and bring it to, you know, the other 1/3 of my eye, leaving a decent bit of space so I can do the lighter color for like my version of an inner corner highlight. Once you connect them, it should look something like this. Next, I'm going to wipe that darker shade off of my brush. And I'm going to take this light purpley shade in the Huda Beauty Amethyst Obsessions palette. Oh, that's pretty. And I'm going to put it on that last third of the eye. And it's going to look something like this when you're done. I'm going to do the rest of my eyes off camera, and then I'll just explain to you what I did afterwards. So I just did all my eyes. So I did the eyeshadows I showed you. I used the L'Oreal Luminous mascara in the shade Burgandy. I also used the mascara primer because I feel like it helps these colorful mascaras pop out more. I also, in my waterline, I used, I don't know what this is called, but it's called BBIA, the last auto gel liner in the shade 7 Rose Burn on my waterline. Underneath my eye, I used the NK Makeup Bold Lip Liner. I don't know what shade this is. Hold on. It's in the shade just pink. It's AA070 Pink. And I just got this and put it underneath my eye because I like that look. One thing I forgot to do, which I can do on camera for you, is tightline. I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Matte Sigma True Liner. It is a liquid liner, so I need to be really careful as I do this. Okay, we've tightlined. Now I'm going to go ahead and do bronzer. Oh, also on my lips. To start as the base, I used just a little bit of the Stila gloss in the shade, does it say? It just says Beauty Bar. Oh, this is in the shade Payday. I just put like a little bit on there to give me a hot pink lip because I don't have any hot pink lipstick and I wanted that to be the base. Then I got the Revlon Super Lustrous lipstick in the shade Black Cherry and put that on the center of the lips. And to top it off, I used the Black Radiance Brilliant Effects gloss. It does not have a shade name on it, but it's this pinky purpley one. So now we're going to move on to bronzer. I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Invaluable Bronzer. I'm just going to get this flimsy kind of angled brush. It's not super dense or anything. I tap that in there about 10 times. And I use this to give me some extra warmth, but also to shape my face. I remember just going right underneath my cheekbone. And then I'm going to get a little bit more and lightly dust that on the jawline and up. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And then I'm going to get this brush. I got this brush off Amazon. It's called Dew Color, and it's like this small little rabbit brush. They're meant to be travel brushes, but I like brushes with short handles because I have little baby hands. And I'm just going to blend that out. Now that I have my bronzer blended out, I'm going to go in with blush. I'm going to use two different shades of blush today. They're both by ColourPop, not ColourPop, Clinique. They're the Cheekpop blushes. First I'm going to go in with the shade Black Honey as my kind of base blush. I'm going to suck in my cheeks and I'm going to start really high up because that's kind of how I like to do my blush shape. And then bring it down and I'll wipe off the excess. And then I'm blending it out. Now I'm going to put some blush on my chin, and nose, and a little bit on the forehead. I like to have a really flush chin and nose. Kind of similar to what a lot of people have been calling like cold girl makeup, though. I've been doing this for years. It's like old Harajuku style makeup to wear like a lot of blush. Remember when the drunk makeup was really popular? I think I started doing this because of Decora. There was some J fashion where they would wear a lot of blush. That is it for the blush. I'm looking really flushed and cute. It might look a little crazy now, but once I do my hair and everything, it'll make sense. Now I'm going to get the Wet n Wild highlighter. This is in the shade, I don't know, I think this is Bloom Into You. It's the slightly peachier one, but it comes off just like a champagne on me. This is like the only highlighter I like. I just put whatever is left over on my cheeks after I do the main highlight on my cheekbone. I'm going to take a little bit on my chin, mainly just on the tip, and I'm going to take some on my nose. I'm going to put it on the nose bridge, or whatever is left over on the rest of the nose, and then really focus some on the tip. Because I like the tip to be shiny. And then whatever is left over goes on the forehead. Ah, it's so cute. Okay, almost done. All I have left to do is my beauty marks. I use the Wet n Wild's H2O proof liner. And this is in the shade dark brown. I don't use black. It comes off as black on me though. And I'm just gonna dot my 3 natural ones and the ones I have like that I like to add. I feel like I do and I don't wear a lot of makeup. I feel like I don't do contour and stuff, but like I feel like I wear so much blush that it kind of makes up for the fact that I don't wear everything else. I just think my makeup is more noticeable because I see people that have really natural makeup that use more products than I do, and I'm always shocked. I think natural makeup is harder to do than this kind of makeup. Because you're trying to replicate reality, but I think with my makeup style, I'm just reinventing reality. I think that's how like fashion is in general. But those are the beauty marks. I have these 3 are natural. I do have a really faint brown one under my eye, but I make it of course a darker color because I'm using a darker liner. And then all the other ones I add are just fake ones that I like to add because I think they look cute. I'm gonna put my glasses back on. I can see. I'm just gonna do my bangs. I'm gonna do it off camera because all I do is I get a flat iron. I can show you while it's unplugged, but I get the flat iron, you know, and go like and curl it because they're a little too hard right now, and I'm gonna style my hair and I'm gonna show you the finished look. And I think I might end the video here and do a separate video for the vlog. We'll see though. We'll see. Okay, so I'm done with today's look. I have, you know, my purple glasses on. You know, I showed you the makeup, but I can take my glasses off and show you it up close. It came out really cute. And I decided to use the handkerchief from Happy Tartans, and I just left my hair, you know, blow dried and flat iron. I just re-flat ironed my bangs. And here is the outfit. Can you see it good? I have peaking bloomers on, and I'm not going anywhere, so I just have these cute socks. I'm going to take a better picture and everything and do a little reel for Instagram and TikTok, but that is all I have for today. If I do the vlog, I'm just going to do it in a separate video because I don't want this video to be like an hour long. So that's all I have for you today. I'll leave my socials down below, my Instagram and my TikTok. If you really liked this video, I hope please like it and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And of course, leave a comment if you have anything to say to me, and I'll see you next time. Done it!